Do you want more? More time, more balance, more love, more sex, more money, more real, and less bullshit? This is the Women Wanting More podcast with Dr. Karen Osborne. Real life, real stories, plus real tips to get you more of what you want.
Never stop teaching. So this morning, as I'm driving my oldest son to school, Tyson is in grade 2, and I'm constantly looking for moments in between the moments of insanity as a parent, because that's the way it fucking is. The sooner that you realize, and this is not being pessimistic, but the sooner that you realize that, parenting isn't designed to be easy. You're not supposed to know what to do. It's just not the way it works, and we drop all that bullshit. I'll tell you, there's a lot less of the feelings that I experience. What's been true for me, the less moments I have of stories of struggle and, I should, and, I screwed up. And it's like, no, I'm supposed to screw up. That's the way it is. I'm supposed to try to figure this out. My kids are teaching me, right? But in the process, it's important for me to teach my children whenever I see moments that I can, right? And so Tyson was talking to me this morning. He has his birthday coming up. So we're talking about which one of his friends have said they can come, or we're going through the list in my head. And, I know this guy does, and this boy and this girl, but we'll check the list when we get home again on the computer. And he said to me, he goes, Mommy, I get invited to all the birthday parties. I don't really know if that's necessarily true, but I go, yeah, you do, buddy, because you know what, you're a great kid. Kids really like you. And he goes, yeah, we have lots of fun. And then he goes, you know what, though, Mommy, sometimes, even if we tell on each other, because they're all at a point right now, and they fucking teach this in schools, which is such bullshit. That's a whole other podcast episode for that, of when somebody does something to them, they just go and they tell on them. They rat them out. Versus teaching them to no, work it out. Don't fucking rat out your friends. Work it out. If there's a big issue, you go to adults, but they're not going to learn skills of trying to come to some kind of an agreement, or how to negotiate, or how to persuade, or any of the things that really fucking matter, by just having parents or teachers fix it. But anyways, sidebar, we'll do that for another podcast episode in the future. But what Tyson said to me, he goes, you know what, Mommy, even if we tell on each other, we're still friends. We're still friends. He's basically saying I'm okay with it, right? And so I'm I go, here's the thing where it's he's already sharing with me something, right? He's already sharing with me, even though this happens, here's what I know to be true. In other words, we can still fight, we can still rat each other out, tell on each other, have fights, but, we still have a lot of fun together as friends. And I said, Tyson, that's so cool, right? So what did you learn from that? And listen, this is a question that you can ask yourself, sister, on a regular basis. Either in the moment, what am I supposed to be learning from this experience? It can be that. It can be looking at your kids, what are they supposed to learn? It could be, not making it easy for somebody in your life. And not because you want to make it difficult, but because you know that if you try to be their savior, you're trying to fix them, you're trying to, protect them with good intentions, that you're actually robbing them of something that they're supposed to see and learn in the experience. So I continue to Tyson saying, what did you learn from this? And I just kind of wait. And, a lot of times I'll ask these questions, and he'll go I learned that I'm a penis head, I'm a poo-poo, he's an almost 7-year-old boy, right? This is just where they are right now. And so there'll be moments where I'll think we're having this really cool connection. I'm going to teach my sons. And then they'll just go, Mommy, you're a poo-poo head. I'm okay, so I missed the window there. And maybe it's not going to happen for another few years, but I'm just going to keep giving the message. I'm going to keep teaching my children. I'm not going to give up and quit. So what Tyson said to me next was it blew me away. It literally brought tears to my eyes. So when I said to him, Tyson, what did you learn from this experience? He goes, friends matter, Mommy. Friends matter together. Friends matter together. He was literally he was thinking about it. And I just like, he's in the back seat, right? In his booster seat, and I'm the front seat, of course, driving, and I look back at him, and I'm just like, buddy, I go, Mommy's so proud of you. Not because you said that, not because you did something, but because of who you are, that, you realize that it doesn't matter if you guys fight, but, like, your friends really matter together. Friends matter. Like, and it also made me think of how many times that I've had clients in, say, like group coaching or one-on-one coaching or a live event, that when we go through that process of something that I adapted from Gary J. White from Warrior called Positive Focus, and I adapted a little bit called the Positive Shift and kind of added a spin of action onto that. But huge props to Garrett for teaching me that, and my coach Satema afterwards from Shield Maiden. But I have had so many grown-ass women that cannot, like, just be still within themselves and look for, like, what is the big picture lesson? Because that's really, Tyson literally went through positive shift, which is what, why, lesson, apply. Actually, maybe what I'll do is I'll link up the latest episode that I talked about a positive shift, like how to do it, why it's important, in the show notes. So you can listen to that one. But basically, it's what, why, lesson, apply. So you tell me what happened. Friends read each other out. Why does that matter? Well, maybe he didn't get the why part. He got the lesson, which is that friends matter together. And the next part would be apply, but you'll be able to hear that in the episode. But my purpose in really this today is it made me really reflect on parenting after I dropped Tyson off. He runs the playground. I drop off his knapsack in his classroom. And I was like, man, how many times have I had these conversations with either my oldest or my youngest boy, my youngest son, Kai, who's 4. How many times have I said, hey, buddy, let's do this, or hey, there's no iPad at the table. Hey, we're not having, like, sticky, coconut juice, or we like to drink kombucha. And I was like, kombucha you can't have in the living room. To the point of, like, I think it was last week, Tyson goes, because Daddy goes to have something in the living room. He goes, oh, Daddy, remember? No kombucha in the living room because it gets sticky. We're just going to have, because we have, like, it's a big open space, like from our dining room, kitchen, dining room, living room area. It's all one big space. But I just have a thing about, like, I just don't want, like, sticky shit on the couches, on our kind of this big fabric round chair that we have, on the area rug. Like, no, like, just they can go to the table. They can still watch TV if they want. I don't care about that. That's fine. But you just can't have it there. So Tyson said, oh, Daddy, remember? We can't have this. And he was just really calm about it, but he was just kind of like, here's one of the rules that we have in our family. And I was like, I looked at Ed and I'm like, yeah, Tyson's right, Daddy. Like, holy shit. And it was funny because it wasn't even like a, Daddy, you can't have it, or it's not fair. How come Daddy gets to? Because that's happened before too, but this was like the next level. And so, yeah, like, just keep teaching, don't quit. Don't ever give up. Never stop teaching. And this goes beyond parenting, right? Never stop teaching yourself, i.e. learning. Never stop teaching others what you learn and sharing those that really want to listen. This is my message I even say to myself is, Karen, never stop teaching this. Never stop teaching this. Because, like, Jesus, sister, I definitely get people who hate on me. I've talked about this in the podcast. This is just a little story I'll share with you just for context. But right now, I am doing a special thing where I'm giving away one of my Women Who Want to More limited edition journals for free. Now, it's not entirely free. You pay for shipping, which is $9.95. But with the journal and other things that I put inside, there's a gift. Like, my time. Like, I literally, like, purchase all these things, order them online, package it together all myself, and I sent out, like, almost 200 of them now. Bring them to the post office. Have to fill out customs forms because about 70% of you that follow me here on the podcast and are part of the Women Who Want to More movement are from the U.S., so I got to fill, or just any other country, like also UK, Australia, New Zealand, Ireland, Malaysia, Singapore, Korea. Those are all places I've sent the journals. I have to fill out custom forms, which means I do them online. I print them up. I bring them in. I stand my ass in line at the post office. I figured out a system of how to do stuff quickly so I can help them, and they know me at my local post office. But it's a lot of ass time. So, I mean, the $9.95 for shipping, it covers the shipping, but it doesn't cover all my costs of everything else. Actually, I shouldn't say it covers shipping. It depends on where it's being sent to, because some of the international ones, it does not. So, and some, it's actually even some within Canada, it's more for whatever reason. Some of the rural spots are a little bit more for delivery. So I've had a few women on the Facebook ads I'm running to be able to get the free journal that have mentioned that. So, it's not uncommon to go like, hey, it's free, but we'll just have you take care of the shipping, right? It's very clear on there. Like, we just asked, hey, this is a gift. I just asked you to take care of $95 for shipping, and you enter your credit card in, your address and stuff, and I send it to you within the next couple of weeks that you receive it. And so I've had a few women on the Facebook ad go like, oh, this isn't free. I could go to a bookstore and get a journal for less. And, so I call them on that. I just said, yeah, you're right, you could. So why don't you go get one there? This is clearly not for you. And this one today, I just want a bit of a rant. Because it may look easy, what I do. You might think like, oh God, like I could just do podcasts. I could just give out free journals. No, you fucking can't. It doesn't work that way. It does not work. You don't just run Facebook ads and everyone pops on. Like, there's a real understanding of who you are, of your message. This has like been almost 6 years in the making from me first going, man, I have this message inside of me. Women Wanting More, the podcast was birthed a little bit over 2 years ago, but it was 4 years prior to that of figuring stuff out, having a previous podcast and a blog and a video blog. And, it's been a while with this. And then it's hiring coaches and figuring out how can I really, what is my languaging? It's not like things are censored or posed or anything like that, right? But it's just really understanding, there's a science to this shit, man. You can't just put stuff up, buy my shit, take this journal, and people just opt in and do it. It doesn't work that way. And I've paid tens of thousands of dollars in coaching to really understand all this, to understand myself and my message. I pay people on a regular basis that help me with these things. This is no fucking bullshit, man. This is a business, right? And so what was my purpose again in saying this? I actually did go off a bit of a tangent there. Okay, here we go. Come on back. So I may have the haters, right? People that leave me also iTunes reviews. Oh my God, she swears. Yes, it does say explicit in the iTunes ratings. No shit. But I'm never stopping. I'm never going to stop teaching because I know this is what I'm designed to do. I know that when I do this, I just feel such a flow. I know that how many of you connect with me, and I appreciate it. And it's not an ego stroke. It's just simply feedback to let me know that, this is a good thing. How many women that have messaged me and said, wow, this has impacted me in my marriage, and I started doing things that you talk about, and I've done the more tips. And then those that kind of keep coming into different levels and join the sisterhood and then come to live event and do group coaching, one-on-one coaching, and just, the effect it's having to their life. And I get to do this. I'm so thankful. I'm thankful that you listen to this podcast every day. I'm thankful for the feedback. I'm thankful for the fucking haters. It actually keeps me more on track. It teaches me things too. And I will never stop teaching. And you need to never stop teaching as well. Your children, your clients, your spouse. Teach, share. Never stop teaching. But I specifically really wanted to speak into this podcast when it comes to your children. Because I know how exhausting that it is parenting. It is not easy. There's all these fantasies. You think you're fucking things up. Never stop. It will get through to them, I promise you, at some point. But never stop teaching and don't give up. So here's your more tip for today. So what area of your life have you quit? You're like, fuck it, this isn't working. I'm not going to do it anymore, right? That you've stopped teaching. Maybe it's with parenting. Maybe it's with your kids. Maybe it's with your husband. Maybe you're just like, man, I've just been trying to share with him what I really need in marriage. And he's not hearing it. So screw it. Screw it, I'm out. I'll just numb myself and I'll get what I need from friends and the gym and Netflix and, right? Have you done it with your body? Have you been like, well, I've tried 5 times to lose weight and nothing works, so fuck it. I say this as I'm seeing a woman eating a fucking donut walking down my street right now. Where is it for you? If you just said screw it, I'm not gonna give any effort. I'm gonna stop teaching. I'm gonna stop sharing. I'm just gonna put myself and just close it all up, put the wall up. Where is that for you? And here's the second thing that I really want you to journal about. Journal the shit down, which, by the way, free journal. Go over to drkarenosborn.com/free journal to grab your journal. There's only so many left, and then that'll be it. So do it. Don't be a fucking cheap ass and say, oh, I can't pay $9.95. It's worth it. I promise you that. So the second piece of this is now this is like, is that action of giving up, of quitting, of saying this isn't working, of stopping the teaching, is that getting you what you want? Is it getting what you want? So, for example, with me, if I go with my kids, like, fuck it, they're just doing what they want, like, they don't listen to me, they don't respect me, and I start running all the stories and all the bullshit. We've all done it, right? It doesn't get me what I want, which is to be a calm mom, which is to be a mom that listens, which is to be a mom that their kids think of and go, wow, that's my mom that loves me, not that's my mom that yells a lot. It's not getting me what I want. So here's the third piece of this. And by the way, if you do get a journal, when you get yours in the mail, or if you have already, you will understand why this is important, why I included this as part of a special gift for you, is who do I need to become? To be the one that doesn't quit, that continues to teach, that continues to share. Who do I need to become? So sister, grab that journal, drkarenosborn.com/free journal. In addition, there are almost 1,000 women in the Women Wanting More Experience closed private Facebook group. So here's what you need to do to join that. And like each week, I put about 2 or 3 questions in there, written or video. I'm doing a giveaway right now with Women Wanting More t-shirts. Like we do lots of amazing stuff in there. And I want you to know that you are not alone in women who are like you that want power within their life. And some of you aren't ready to join the sisterhood yet. Like you're just not. I'm just going to fucking straight out say it. You do not care about yourself enough to invest fucking $47 a month. Like it's still just like makes me crazy sometimes this to kind of go, really? You're not worth $1.50 a day? Fuck, sister, we got some work to do. So that's why I created this Facebook group to go, okay, like I hear you. Some of you are just like, oh, I don't matter enough. I don't have the money. And listen, we all know that's fucking bullshit. You don't have $1.50 a day. You spend money on bullshit every single day. Come on. We know. But here's how you actually join the group. And some in the sisterhood are in both groups, right? They're in both groups too. It's a free group. So that's over at it's not over there. You need to go to Facebook, up to the search bar, and type in Women Wanting More Experience and ask to be added to that Facebook group then today. And I add everyone within a 24-hour period of time. As long as you're a female and you don't have a fake profile. So I will talk to the next episode, sister. A life of more is just one step away from you doing the fucking work every single day. I love and appreciate you.
To get the show notes of each Women Wanting More episode, including the How to Get More tip, subscribe to the newsletter at drkarenosborn.com/newsletter.